bara möttes. Kommer du ihåg det igen? Kommer du ihåg igen? Du vill ha ice and little fingers. Då du vet det chalas. All in, ingen broms, schackmatt på din vänster hand. Du är så viktig baby. Ja, du är allians. Du är försiktig baby. Men du gav mig en chans. Det är 50-50 baby. Men det är balans. Jag växlar upp för dig baby. Ingen annan. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som dig. Som dig baby. Det var första gången vi möttes. Våra blickar bara möttes. Kommer du ihåg det igen? Kommer du ihåg igen? Du vill ha ice and little fingers. Då du vet det chalas. All in, ingen broms, schackmatt på din vänster hand. Du är så viktig baby. Ja, du är allians. Du är försiktig baby. Men du gav mig en chans. Det är 50-50 baby. Men det är balans. Jag växlar upp för dig baby. Det var första gången vi möttes. Våra blickar bara möttes. Kommer du ihåg det igen? Kommer du ihåg igen? Du vill ha ice and little fingers. Då du vet det chalas. All in, ingen broms, schackmatt på din vänster hand. Du är så viktig baby. Ja, du är allians. Du är försiktig baby. Men du gav mig en chans. Det är 50-50 baby. Men det är balans. Jag växlar upp för dig baby. Ingen annan. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade. Det var första gången vi möttes. Våra blickar bara möttes. Kommer du ihåg det igen? Kommer du ihåg igen? Du vill ha ice and little fingers. Då du vet det chalas. All in, ingen broms, schackmatt på din vänster hand. Du är så viktig baby. Ja, du är allians. Du är försiktig baby. Men du gav mig en chans. Det är 50-50 baby. Men det är balans. Jag växlar upp för dig baby. Ingen annan. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som dig. Som dig baby.
Hi, hello everyone. You're all welcome to today. Today is the 5th of November, which is the 5th day of the celebration of the African History Month. So I'm excited. I'm hoping that everyone out there is excited to getting to know a little bit more about the African History Month. My name is Susuana Olatunji Komolafe. I'm the founder and the initiator of the African History Month here in Ireland, which started since 2010. That we've decided to celebrate the continent of Africa and the shared history that we do have with the world. So I'm excited to be speaking to one of our African authors that is based here in Ireland. She's going to tell us a little bit more about herself. We're going to get to know about the work she's doing, and she will tell us about her book. So if you're out there watching us, I will implore you to go ahead and share with your friends and family. Just share with everyone, get them to see, to join us live, share with all your network, get to meet our author. Let us have this African author experience together with myself as we celebrate the African History Month. And just to put a message out there, we're still waiting on people to send us videos, 1-minute videos, to tell us about their experience with either a friend that is an African or the best African food you love, the best book you've read, the best movie you've watched. What is it about Africa that you will let us know? You want us to know, or that you want the world to get to know about this big continent of ours that we are part of, and we're so lucky to be part of it. So, not to wait too much, I'm going to go ahead and just introduce you all to my guest here today, in person of Efe. Efe, how are you? You're welcome onto the show.
Hi everyone.
So, will you just introduce yourself to us? Let us get to know you on a one-on-one basis. Thank you very much.
My name is F.A. Patrick. I'm a mother of 4 kids. I'm a social care worker. I work with people in broad terms. I work with children. I work with older people, and I also work with teenagers. I mainly work with people with intellectual disabilities. I'm an author of this book, My Side of the Story. I'm also an artist. I do gospel music, and I just released a song called Savior in YouTube. I'm also known as Even F, and that's it.
Thank you. I guess the Ifonef is your stage name. Is that
Yeah,
your stage name?
yeah,
It's good to know a little bit about you. See that you invest your time in writing, but at the same time you are a mother of four, so that's a lot of work on your hands. So I was just wondering that with having four children to take care of, having to work full time, and then you still make time for writing, which you know yourself, that writing, it takes a lot of concentration, it takes a lot of time to have that kind of a piece to yourself to write. So tell us, how did this all happen? The book, My Side of the Story, how did it all happen?
Okay. It happens during the COVID period when we are told to stay at home, and it wasn't something planned. I was bored because I was home at that time. I was not working, and my kids also were home. I was thinking maybe I should do something different from my comfort zone. So I was chatting with my kids, and I told them, I said, I think I am bored because I did painting and other things, but I wanted to do something more. So my kids suggested that, Mommy, maybe you should write a book. And I was laughing. I was like, book. And they made me understand that I have information. I have a story to share with people that can actually help them, that can empower them, And from that day, I was like, okay, maybe I should do it. And that was how I came about the book, my
That
side
is
of
interesting. That is very interesting, to see the impact that our kids could have on us. That sometimes that we don't even realize the power that we have within us, but they do see it, and they allow, the fact that they allow you to allow that to shine through you. It's really interesting to see how the book began. So you decided during the COVID time, that's most people where I saw initially, I guess at the initial stage, everybody is just wondering what is the next thing to do. People are so scareful. People are not quite even sure of what tomorrow has in store. You
Mhm.
started this book. You felt it was time for you to tell us your own side of the story. And I'm not asking you to give away everything, because one of the things is that we want people to go out there and use this time, being the month where we celebrate African history, and we use this project and celebrate Africans and Caribbeans that are living here in Ireland and all around the world, African descendants, to go and pick your book and read and see what our African authors are doing. Tell us, what is this story that you feel? Give us just a general view of what is the story that you really want. What is it that you want people to know? What is it that you want them to know?
It's very unique. I want people to know because the book is it's about me. I started with my childhood and I wrote a lot about our African culture, tradition, and I feel like a lot has changed. but the impact that has made in us. And I think even though it has changed, but we grew up in that culture and we still have some of it in us. And I feel we should look into it as parents. We should look into it and know when to know how to use them, because some of them we still operate in them, because like we have it in us because we were born in it. And some of this culture weren't really useful to us. They were more damaging. They weren't of help to any of us. So I feel if we look into it as parents, we can guide our children right. And also, on the other hand, it also, like, the environment you grew up does not determine what you become. So sometimes we do use it that because I was born in this kind of background, I grew up in this kind of background, and that's why I am who I am. I believe that your background cannot define you. So that's another part. The book is very broad. Then the most of all, like, I also talked about my marriage. I talked about things going on in marriage. I talked about the parties that comes in when there are conflicts in marriage. I talked about the church. I talked about family. I talked about friends, their role, how they can actually break it, how they can actually smoothen it. So it's very broad. It's not about this book is not just for African people. It's for everyone. It's not just for, it's not just for, it's not just like, it's not just for women, men as well, children. They can actually read it because they have a lot to gain from the story.
So
Okay,
in a nutshell, I totally understand the book is for everyone. It doesn't matter what race you are,
yeah,
but I think the for us, our focus is on you as an African author, and we wanted to celebrate your work as an
okay,
African author,
yeah,
to celebrate you, and to see we all tell our stories differently. You know that
yeah,
the way we tell you're talking about your childhood, talking about your experience, talking about your cultural orientation, talking about your faith in your own heritage, talking about how does that shape you as a person. And this is what I believe the book is going to really speak to other people that will read it. The book will really make people see how our background do shape us, and how you can, at the same time, with the knowledge you've acquired as you grow older as a human being, how you allow that to shape your life. Who are the people that influence your decisions? Who are the people that influence the way you live your life? Who are the people you allow into your circle or within your own network? Who are those people? Because those people really determines, just from the book, you people will be able to understand the level of how this really influence every single decision you make. And the more you allow, it's what you allow. So I can in time say whether the negativity or positivities that you allow into your space really shaping what the future that you project to the world. So there was something you were saying there, the layers of the books, the way that it's chaptered, your background, your marriage, your relationship, your engagement within the community, who you are as a person. You are telling your story, and hoping that that story that you're sharing through your book will make a difference in somebody's life, will inspire someone. And I guess this will be the reason why people will read the book. And then what makes the book, what I believe will make the book unique, and as we are talking, which I would like you to a little bit talk on, is the fact that as Africans, the way we write are quite different, because we write from our own understanding. What do you think?
Mm, yes, we write from our own understanding, but you see, when it comes to this book, it's very broad. It's not just about me. When I decide to write this book, because like I will also give that credit to my kids. and I'll give the credit to everyone that have been supporting this book. When I decided to write this book, I wrote it not just for myself. I wrote it for people. And I wrote it because I know in the world we're living today, we are all stressed out. Even it might not be marriage, it might be health, it might be finance. There are a lot of things that we're stressed out about that can actually break us. And at that stage where we are broken, where we're vulnerable, and we're looking for a shoulder to cry on, you can't find the shoulder, you're on by yourself. So I wrote this book so that people can actually look into it. When people disappoint you in that moment where you need people, even your loved ones can actually disappoint you, your friends, your family, like even the system can disappoint you. But know that you have to be strong for yourself. Know that that moment is for a season. It will go away. It's not going to last. So you enjoy it while the season is there. Learn from it and don't take it personal with anyone. Because when you are in that moment, you have a lot to learn. You don't let that situation break you. So wherever you apply in that situation, because we do also have a belief, wherever you apply, it determines what you become. And also if you have children, they are looking up to you and they're watching you. They want to see what you're doing, because that's going to be the tool they will apply when they are going through transition in their own lives. So it's not really like a personal story. Yes, it's my story, but it's very broad. Hello.
So in summary, let's just tell us just summarize this in summary do a summary of this for us. And for people out there like myself that will be reading your book, and others that will have the opportunity to hear our conversation or watch this conversation that you're having with myself this moment. What is it, if you have to put it in a bulletproof, that you want people to really know about your book?
I want them to know that this book is very broad, it's unique. It touches every part of life. And that's the reason I want them to read it. It's very interesting. So I wouldn't say because I'm African or because I am from social background, or it's not limited. It's broad. They'll have a lot to learn from it.
And a lot to be shared.
And a lot to be shared.
So for people that will see this, can you just tell us where will they get the book? If they need to purchase the book, the name of the book is My Side of the Story. Where do you think where will they get the book? And
they'll get it on Amazon. Hello, My Side of the Story by F.A. Patrick is on Amazon.
Okay, so that they can just type that into the internet, and the moment you type it into the internet, that's it. You can buy you can get the book to buy. You can get the book to buy.
I'll type it here so they can.
You can put it in the comment space. I'm going to share the link, guys. I'm going to share the link for you guys, so that for any of you that would like to get the book, you can go and through the link. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Efe, so that you just get to have a little bit insight to her and how the book is being written. So
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, we should be able to get that.
Yeah. Okay. And that's the book there. That's the front page. And that's the back page, the side. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Efe. Just in a moment there, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about Efe. Efe Patrick wrote this book during the COVID-19 pandemic. In it, she shares a live rhythm with every reader. It is never easy for a person to sketch a biography or arrange words reflect on past incidents and real life and the moments. But through this book, she's been able to measure the tone. She described life in her own local village. She just our parents sacrificed to give their children better life opportunity. Our relationship with grandparents, siblings, cousins, and friends, which is so important. When we talk about our life experiences, our family are really a key factors to our life. With her auntie assistant, she set out on the next stage of her journey, arriving in Ireland. We see through her perspective the various challenges she faces with her marriage and being a lone parent. A side of my side of the story show the strength of a woman who holds onto faith and meets up and down of life and who choose joy, happiness regardless of the situation she faces. If Patrick has been successful in leaving a footstep for our upcoming generations to follow and learn the art of overcoming difficult times through strong willpower and with an amazing faith in our religion. It's so interesting to see the dynamic of who you are and what this book is really going to mean to people that will have the opportunity uh, to read it. A lot of us coming to Highland with a lot of hope and aspiration, but along the line, some things just happen that makes our life fall differently. Um, if you have to uh, give someone an advice, or if you have to inspire someone with your words, what is it that you want people to take away from this conversation? And what is it that you strongly believe will impact people's life with your own story that you've shared, with your own experience that you've shared? Um, and what advice? So that's three things. First, what is it about this book that you think really will will make a difference to people's lives? And what is it about you that you really want to give to someone for them to take away? And what will you say to young Africans out there that are aspiring to become an author just like yourself? What will you say to them to do? So you can start from telling us what you want people to take personally, what you want to really say to people, or and then what the book you hope the book is going to really say to others, and then you can end it with telling us what will you say to a young person, an African person out there that is having the aspiration to become an author.
Okay. First of all, for those, I will say this. I've heard the word people say life is complicated. I think life is not complicated. We are all called to a, a, a journey. And whatever journey we take is unique. If we embrace it, we should love it, no matter the situation. We have ups and downs. You are finding your way and enjoy it while you find your way. Don't give up. Love yourself. First of all, love yourself. Don't look down on yourself. Never say negative things to yourself. Love yourself all through the journey. Enjoy your journey. Even if people let you down, just take it as a blessing. Because don't take it personal because they don't understand your journey. It's your journey. It's not your journey. If you're going through stress, if you're going through trials, if you're going through storm, whatever you're going through, it's not going to last. That's your calling. And you're going to use that journey to be the voice for people that have also been through your journey, which is what this book is all about. And for those that are writing, the young authors, write. Don't feel that, oh, what are people going to say? I want to put story out there. Just keep writing. Write. Because somebody out there is going to, that your writing is going to transform someone.
Yeah.
So don't give up. Don't quit. Write. Write in your language, write in the language you understand. You're different from other people. Your whatever you're writing is unique. You're yourself. Your story is unique. Don't compare your writing to other people's writing. Don't quit. Even if it takes you 7 years, even if it takes you longer than others, your story is unique. So write that book. Don't quit.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. That you've given out to people out there. Because we are one of the things why we're doing this, and this month, which we've set aside to celebrate the African History Month, it's mainly about inspiring Africans all around the world, most especially Africans in Ireland that we live there and back home, to inspire people to know that they can inspire the world, that they can inspire the world. And there was something you said that has so much life. Write in your own language. So whatever language you speak, because that is so good, that's so unique, because we have to keep our languages alive, and the only way we can keep them alive is when we write in our languages, when we share our stories in the language that we can speak, or that is spoken by us or by people within our community. When we share our story with our languages, it's so unique. It's all saving things. You're saving your heritage through using the usage of your language to write, and that is something that I find very interesting in the conversation that we have today, which I'm going to really take with me. That's what I'm going to take with me. So it's good to have you here, Ife Patrick. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm hoping that people will join us on the 26th of this month, which we're hoping to officially launch this book in Dublin at the Palmer's Community and Youth Center. If you guys want to know a little bit more about it, you can inbox us on our Facebook page, which is the African Caribbean Author Group, or on our Facebook page, where you will have the opportunity to watch this. You can send us messages on our YouTube channel. You're going to see this on our YouTube channel, on our Twitter page. You're going to have the opportunity to watch this as well. So you can send us information, messages, if you'd like to know more about our author, about the launch, which is coming up on the 26th of this month. And also, if you are having any problem in buying the book by Ife Patrick, or if you want her to sign it personally for you, you can request that from us. We can make arrangement for her to sign the book and send it to you. I know that a lot of you would like to see her signing your book. You want to, it's a different experience. Yeah, that's a book that, it's a different experience totally. So we're going to say goodbye for myself, yeah, and for myself and Efe, we're going to say bye to everyone out there that is joining us, or that will have the opportunity to watch the recording of this video wherever you are. We're saying thank you for joining us in celebration of the African History Month. What is it, Efe, that you like people to know about Africa as a continent?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful continent. So yes, if there's anybody out there, if you've not been to any of the African nations or islands, this is a time for you to Google and just put it in the internet, search for it, find out about any of those nations within the African continent. We have up to 61 nations within the continent of Africa itself, plus the island. Now we have 54 in the African Union. So that is just like the European Union, but there's still other nations apart from the people that are members to the African Union. So, but 54 are members of the African Union, but we have 61 nations altogether, including the islands within the continent of Africa, that you can visit and explore and enjoy the beauty. Just like Ife said, Africa is a beautiful continent. So thank you all for joining us, sending your messages, and we'll leave you with this video clip of our today's event. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Afrika bara möttes. Kommer du ihåg det